Do you want to start by introducing yourself to the people?
All right. Hi, people. My name is Abisola Aduniani Mashao, mother to Ayomide and Oluwatomilola.
So, what were you like as a young girl?
I won't lie. I have to be honest. As a young girl, oh my God, I was feisty.
Oh, really?
I was. And I think that's why maybe my mom thought she couldn't handle me alone. That's why she felt, okay, I might as well tell uncles and aunties. But yeah.
Even from like a super young age, like even before 10 years.
I think before 10 years, I was feisty.
Wow.
Then 10 years.
Just made it worse.
Yes, I was feisty. In second, I mean, I was feisty in both good and, I won't say bad, but so good because I was.
You stand up for what's
exactly,
right.
And I was in all the clubs, drama, choreography. I used to dance a lot. I remember I represented my school, in dancing competitions and stuff like that. I was very social, very outgoing and everything. But then the flip side of that was when I remember when there was this artist, you won't even know them, Snap, they came to Nigeria. I snuck out of school with my friends to go watch them. So, yeah. Yes, so yes, I was that kind of girl. I can imagine being a parent to me. Really.
So who are your biggest influences growing up? Non-family, family?
Okay, non-family. Family, is my mom. Yeah. And my sister.
Yeah.
But non-family, I have such a big family that there were a lot of role models within the family.
Wow. Yeah.
So I don't even know that I looked outside of my family. I feel like, to be honest, my sister was a big role model for me. Mm-hmm. My mom was also, so I didn't really look outside for anything.
So what was your dream life? So what was your vision for your life, career, family life? What was your ideal?
So I actually wanted 4 kids. I want obviously stay married, get married, stay married.
That makes sense as to why you want me and Tommy to give you 3.
Oh yeah, that's why I said
because
please.
She wants 3 grandchildren.
Yes,
each
I'm begging.
For me and my sister.
Yes.
Well,
since I didn't get my chance at 4 kids, it's funny because everything I thought I wanted to do, I ended up not doing. So I changed careers a million times over. First, I wanted to be an accountant. And then, of course, Grandy, my mom, wanted me to do something related to medicine because my sister is a doctor. So my mom had everything planned out in her head. My sister would have a hospital. I would be the pharmacist of that hospital.
Oh, wow. That's
so she wanted me to study pharmacy, which was why when I got admission for biochemistry, she was like, okay, it's close. She might, when she does, exactly, she would start with that and then but of course, along the line, the way I struggled, she knew, this is not something So it was different things before I became an adult. And before I started, finding myself and knowing what I actually want. And that took a long time. I don't think I even had a clue of what I want or who I want to be until my late 20s, even early 30s, I can't even say, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, what obviously I thought or who I thought I would be is absolutely not true. And in those days, we didn't even for ourselves, we never really thought about what talent do I have, what interests me.
That's interesting to hear because the majority of the time that I was still trying to find my path, I felt like I had to have had it figured out. When in reality, I think that's just part of life where you will go through that phase where you'll have to find it. You try different
and you
things.
always keep figuring it out.
Exactly.
It's not linear. You will. It's not clear cut. Like okay, I found it, and that you will keep evolving.
Honestly.
So,
So what were your dreams and aspirations, if you had any, outside of academics?
I actually wanted to act.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to act. I don't know if it's as a result of me acting while I was in school, but I think it's something that I liked. I think it fits my person. Okay, so wanting to act outside of your academics and things like that. So how would you say your dreams and aspiration evolved over time? So as you got older up until this point, how did what you want out of life change? And what things contributed to that change? First of all, is reality. Bills have to be paid.
Yeah, that part.
You know what I mean? Bills have to be paid. Yeah. And the truth is, a lot of even my dreams and things I want to accomplish like many other people, is actually tied to money. So because of that, I guess my first priority is, what do I need to do to make money? Because I know that I need, money to accomplish a lot of things I want to do, then I have to work to get the money to do it. And I'm happy that at least gradually, I'm getting there.
Yeah. So was there anything you were afraid to pursue?
Many things, even up till now. Things that I've thought of doing, and when I think of it, I kind of get scared. And I've discussed that in my life group before. Like,
what do you think is holding you?
I think it's fear of failure. The fear of not being able to do it. And it's funny because I always push you to like
I was gonna say that. But, I think for me, and I think I was talking to Tommy about this, I've learned to embrace failure. And I think it was very, very, very hard for me because growing up, I was an all A student, and that moment where you fail for the first time is a very rough patch. But I've realized that they've always taught us throughout life that success and failure are opposites, but I think they go hand in hand. I feel like you can't succeed if you don't fail. You have to try. You have to start something.
Very true.
So I feel like as you're approaching 50, I think that's one of the things that, you should just do everything you've ever wanted to do.
Yes.
I always think like there's one life we have.
True.
And because we all eventually get to positions where we're able to do things we always wanted to do it.
True.
Being fierce and feisty as a young girl, was there a risk you took that you think changed your life, or was just absolutely worth taking?
Honestly, I think I made stupid decisions. I was just thinking about what's taking. Was there any risk that was even worth it? Oh my God, no. There was not one that was worth it. We were young, we were foolish.
Yeah. I get that.
So when it came to risk, no. Did we learn? Yes. Oh, absolutely. Did I learn a lot? I did learn a lot. But risk that was worth it, I absolutely do not think anyone.
What was the lesson you had to learn the hard way?
That's a good question. Maybe navigating relationships. I think that was something. That was something I had to learn based on experience.
Yeah. So was there a chapter in your life where it was scary and you didn't really understand, but now that you're out of it, it makes sense why everything was the way it was?
Yes, I'd say when I was married to your dad. I'd say that is 1,000. That falls into that category 1,000%.
Oh yeah. Okay, so now going into your faith, what was the beginning like for you with God? What was the foundation of your relationship? How did you build that personal relationship with God? Because obviously, growing up with Grandy, I feel like default,
exactly. So, you like it or not, you're Christian.
And just the nature of people in our lives. At least for me, apart from Grandy, Uncle Biodun was also very prominent. So, but for you, I already knew that like going to church is no brainer. Yeah. But where did you reach that point where you started to find God for yourself and build your own relationship with God? And how did you build that faith?
That's also a good one. My relationship with God is not even straight because it was honestly in phases. There's the relationship I had when I was still married to your dad. There's the relationship I had in the time of separation from him, being a single mother. Wow. And then there's the relationship of also still being a single mother, then navigating being in relationships, then also, having to be a mother to you guys as you're now teenagers, and then, young adults. Yeah. So it's been different phases. Before I had you, I had a pregnancy that, where I had a miscarriage. So all those challenges that I faced in marriage, I dealt with a lot of things where I didn't have a choice. When they say that my relationship with God and not just the relationship, my faith in God started from a place of understanding that I didn't have a choice. It was either God or the highway. I had to tell myself that, if you don't just let God help you and just go to him and, have a relationship with him, then you're just going to self-destruct. So that was it, honestly. I think that was what it was. One thing I will say, honestly, like you said, is because of the foundation, thank you, that Grandy had given. My mom had already given us the foundation. By default, like you said, you had to go to church, but my mom was a Methodist. Yeah. So, but at least it gave me that foundation. It wasn't like I didn't know who God was. But the personal relationship it was easy to build on that. Yeah. 100%. So, it was easy to build on that.
We're going to take things back a little bit.
Okay.
Right? Who were your parents and what were your parents like?
My parents are late Erelu Olaiwola Oyeshola, Erelu is a title. She was the Erelu of Remoland in Ogun State. My father is late Alhaji Chief Babs Alade Animashaun of the Animashaun dynasty in Lagos. As parents, okay, I'll speak about my dad first. I didn't grow up with my dad. I lived with my mom, so I didn't know a lot about him as parents. I only have memories of us, going there on holidays, spending. He would insist we come for Ramadan, and all of that. One thing I would say is my father was a very proud and bold man. Even physically, he was tall. He was a prominent Lagosian. So he was well known in Lagos. You know how they give them MFR, CON, whatever like they give title. That I've forgotten what they call those things that the president of the country gives. My father has one of it. I can't remember which one he has. Maybe OON. I wasn't like close to him, mostly because I grew up with my mom. They got separated when I was like, 2? One particular holiday I will never forget. He literally chartered Nigerian Airways then.
Wow.
And took all of us, all his children, all 14 of us, to Jos and Bauchi. We went to Yankari Games Reserve. For my mom, I have a lot of memories. Growing up with my mom was beautiful. We traveled every summer. First, we grew up in the UK, went back to Nigeria. My siblings went back. So a few of my siblings went back to the UK. Yeah, life with my mom was very good. I love that so much. She provided for us to the best of our ability. She was a prominent woman. I learned a lot. I would say 90% of who I am is from her.
We're going to get a little bit into parenting. What were their disciplinary style or actions like for you guys versus yours?
Mine, okay, yes.
So similarities,
okay, similar differences I'll start with because there's more. I parent completely different from my mom. My mom was very, very, very big on family. And her being big on family extended to her allowing her siblings chastise us. So there were situations where we did things wrong and she wasn't the only one scolding. It was herself, her brother. That
must have been overwhelming.
Yes, he was. I obviously probably was a tough teenager. I remember being chastised by my uncle who was a military personnel. So in fact, I spent a year in command secondary school just because, my mom wanted me to get some sort of street training. Whereas I would never do that. The way I raised you guys is obviously different. I mean, I know I spanked you guys, but I never did it often.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I think my own style of parenting is different. Similarities, my mom was also my friend, so I could talk to her. Okay. Even though my sister said she got a whole different mother than I got, which is true. Yeah. Because of our age difference. My mom, she was the first child. My mom, by the time she had me, she was calmer. She saw like so. By the time I started dating, my mom, my 18th birthday party, I will never forget. It was late. It was late, late. And my mom she funded it 1,000%, like it was all her.
Wow.
And it was in our house in Anthony Village in Lagos then. So that style of motherhood, I learned from her to be your child's friend. I also think that it's got to do with generation. Your generation is different from mine.
Yeah. So
her own way of parenting, obviously, is I couldn't take everything 100% and apply to you guys.
Yeah,
you guys have a different generation.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Yeah,
100%. So tying into being from a different generation as your children, what were some things you saw them do that you decided you would not do with your own children? Was there anything like that?
Yes. First of all, the extended family involvement. No, I knew I wasn't going to do that to you guys, especially as there are things that could happen that would, you guys would take personally that you wouldn't want even a third person to know.
Yeah.
So that one, honestly, I would take to heart. The second one is also even, again, similar. Is telling your business. My mom was so open with her siblings. Like we would do things. And when I say do things, it wasn't just bad things. Even when we accomplish things, she would tell them, she was very open. And I decided I wasn't going to do that with you guys. Like, as much as I'm very close, or I would say I have more understanding siblings.
Yeah.
My sister is someone that I could always talk to, but I'd rather you guys have a relationship directly with her where you feel you want to talk to her than me telling your business.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. So speaking of your sister, your siblings. So you have 13 siblings in total.
On my dad's side. Altogether, I have, and I've never actually thought about it.
Yeah,
I
I thought
have
it was so
13 siblings on my dad's side and
Wow.
3 on my mom's side.
Okay, yeah, I think
I had 3 on my mom's side. My brother, I have one brother that's late, so I have 2 on my mom's side.
Okay.
So it's 15 altogether. I have 15 siblings between my mom and my dad.
Okay, so what is your relationship with them like?
My mom's side, you already know, we're closely knitted.
Yeah.
Even if we don't talk for 100 years, we're closely knitted. And I guess that's also as a result of the fact that we grew up together. On my dad's side, a few of us are closely knitted. A few were not. The truth is, regardless, it's still all love at the end of the day. It's just we're not like chummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What family dynamics did you wish was different for you?
I wish that we were being closer, especially because of you guys. Like a lot of you guys, my dad's grandchildren, you're like strangers. You literally see each other outside, probably not even know each other.
That's
on my mom's side, you guys know yourselves.
Yeah, we do.
But on my dad's side, I wish it was better. Our own generation, we're going to pass on, and when I think about the life in the future when we've passed on, and we're not there, and you guys are complete strangers, it kind of saddens me. Because I also know that my dad was big on family too, which is why he had many kids. Yeah,
I think it's crazy.
yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.